Dirkens here. Just sitting here strumming on my guitar. Guitar, it's out of tune. It's my reaction video to Clemson at Boston College. Clemson J1, May there. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you're here. Everybody join me right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May there, Ryan Stanfield. May there to you. Torrin Davis, good to see you. Halo, Halo, May there, Halo, good to see you. Thank you all for joining me. Lord, you showing up in the droves. You keep doing this, I might bust out into tears. Tiger Nation, Lord, a week ago we spent a great time up there cheering on our Tigers, watching co-eds get drunk and make bad decisions. And, Lord, even got accused of making fun of a guy in a wheelchair. 81 Clemson Tiger, good to see you. Dwayne Tucker, Jets, Yankees. Yeah, good job, everybody. Thank you so much. Y'all bear with me. This light right here makes me look like the Lord is showing up and he's over here and I ain't seeing him. Hold on one second. Right there. It's a little too bright. You can't see my glorious face. Thank you for joining me. Well, let's talk about this. Clemson was a 20-point favorite going into this game at Boston College. All I got to say is they covered it. They covered it. Clemson wins 27-7 over Boston College. Charles Elliott, may there to you. And yes, Tiger Nation, we will do it again. Ruth Alexander, we were the Storm one. May there, May there. I tell you, y'all coming out of the woodwork, Lord. It's like I won the lottery and I've got 50 aunts and uncles. And Lord, they all color, shapes, and forms. I'm like, I ain't even kidding to y'all. Lord. It's Clemson, 81 Clemson Tiger 16. I will try my best to message you. Try my best to message you. And you can run something by me. Love for you to run something by me. So let's talk about the game, y'all. Let's talk about the game. Clemson's defense only allowed 113 total yards. Only allowed 9 yards rushing. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. Dylan came in with some ankle problems. We know that, okay? None of us imagined, just seriously, none of us imagined Christian Wilkins falling on top of what is his name? Anthony Brown? I forgot the quarterback's name for Boston College. Anyway, fell right on top of him, all 1,900 pounds of Christian Wilkins. And somebody told me, I don't know if it's true or not, but it injured his spleen. That's neither here nor there. All I know is he didn't finish playing, right? He didn't finish playing. Volunteer Roadshow here. We have royalty here. Yes, your Vols won. Two things there. Your Vols are getting better. And two, and this ain't a slight at you, Kentucky's not what we thought they were. What the crap were they doing being ranked number 11? Number 19, maybe? But let me tell you this. I don't care what they're ranked. Vols looked good yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this shadow. I can't take this. My face is too dark. Ashley Snell, good to see you. I'm a man, by the way. I'm glad you put that up there. But congrats to the Vols. Congrats to the Vols. Catfish got to smoke a stogie. I was on a show. Got to call in, congratulate, talk to BVD. It was a big deal. If you don't know them, go. Just go subscribe to them. Both of them. BVD and Volunteer Roadshow. Clemson comes in, knocks quarterback out. I know that did affect the game. I'm a football thinking mind. I know half of y'all think I'm drunk. The other half of you think that I've got meth in me. The other half of you think that I've got 4 or 5 extra chromosomes dancing around in here. And I ain't going to deny that, maybe. But everything else is far-fetched and completely and totally wrong. With that said, Clemson just came out there and did what they do, and they won the game. Injuries are going to happen, but let me go ahead and tell you this. Brown was not going to make up that 20-point lead. And between you and I, Boston College played really good defense, but on top of that really good defense, Clemson was inside the 15. And came away with very little. Volunteer Roadshow, I've got to write you a song. I do. Just run some ideas by you. Catfish is on YouTube. If you play the Volunteers, you'll probably lose. that'll give him a reason to go and smoke a cigar. And if you insult him, he'll punch you in a bar. He's volunteer roadshow catfish. I don't know if I'll fly or not, but I tried. Probably lose. You will lose. I promise you that. Promise you that. And that could be the name of the song. I promise you that. But, I mean, Clemson, I mean, Lawrence threw the ball 40 times. What I'm really happy about seeing is they've thrown the ball over and over and over and over. Alex Perry made there to you. He threw for 295. He did throw an interception towards the end of the game. I would like to have seen us run the ball more with ETN. We only ran him 11 times. I'd like to see 4 or 5 extra runs out there. But because 4 or 5 extra runs with ETN could be another 100 yards. We both know that. It could be more than that. But I'm just saying. It might end up being another 20. I don't know. But I truly, wholeheartedly, with this redneck soul of mine, believe that ETN would have been, could have had a few more carries. But with that, I will say, thank you, offensive coordinators, for throwing the freaking ball downfield. You've got a guy who can throw the ball from here to Chestnut Hill. You might as well use him. And his accuracy is pinpoint. I also think in that game he was trying some new things himself. We still have to remember he's an 18-year-old who's busting his butt. He might be a once-in-a-lifetime guy, but he's still that young. Hey, Marco Polo, good to see you. Yeah, I think he had a ruptured spleen, Ashley. I think he had a ruptured spleen. Don't count me on that, but from what I understand, when Lawrence landed on top of him, it ruptured his spleen. Or something like that. Clemson finishes the game 424 total yards, BC 113. As I said, Trevor Lawrence 29 of 40. 295 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. ETN 11 carries, 78 yards. Renfro was the leading receiver with 8 receptions, 80 yards. I'm telling you right now, that man can catch. We're going to miss him. This is last year. And we're going to miss him. On their side, we held Dillon to 39 yards. Now, let's go ahead and be honest with ourselves. Clemson's only touchdown they gave up was on that freaking punt return. And it drove me nuts. You could tell Dabo was pissed about it because he's like, that might have been a fluke play, but that can't happen against, like, I don't know, Alabama. And this light is just absolutely killing me. I am so sorry, y'all. Y'all know me. I try to have my crap together before I get on here and spread the good news to the masses. And that right there is driving me crazy. Try to move it over here so you don't catch it so much. But anyway, what I'm saying is, that was the only touchdown given up. So if you didn't watch the game, Clemson gave up a touchdown, but their defense still didn't give up a touchdown. You know, it is what it is. Catfish says if we're not going to throw the ball, we could send the 2 receivers, Amari Rogers and T. Higgins, that we stole from Tennessee, literally out of their back door. In fact, I think them boys was hiding in your broom closet. And we went up there and picked them up and said, hey, Butch Jones ain't going to use you. We'll take you on back. Alex, I'll get to that in a second. And what I think about Notre Dame, remind me if I don't get to that. Bunch of great stuff. Yeah, Lemons, we negative 35 yards on a snap, and that's true. That's true. I mean, that basically erased everything that Dillon did. 16 carries, 39 yards. And then that's when we did the fluke punt, bounced off of one guy. Their guy picked it up and ran back for a touchdown. It's going to happen. T. Martin's son should be playing for Tennessee. I would say so, but I think when them boys met with Butch Jones and all he was doing was feeding them slogans and nothing about winning, they decided they'd come on down and play for us. Charles Elliott says, when linemen, what are our linemen supposed to do when we hit them, you know, it is, it's going to be violent. And if they get hurt, they get hurt. That's right. You don't go out there to just hurt somebody like you're targeting. But you want to hit somebody so hard that next time, if it's a receiver running a slant route or whatever, you want to scare them to where they're like, well, I'll get my head taken off, Eric Birch, may that to you. Good to see you. Question came in right here. What do I think about our O-line? We cannot have everything perfect. But I will say this. Volunteer Roadshows hitting the road. Be careful, buddy. Be careful. Still owe you some Pilot coffee. You be good. Be safe. Keep making them videos. O-line, our O-line, we gotta pull some stuff together. Though in Jets Yankees just said this Jackson Carman looked great when he took over for Mitch Hyatt. You got to think he was the top offensive lineman in the country coming out of high school, and we got him. Cade Mays decided to go to Georgia, lose a game, probably going to lose to Alabama, and not sniff the college football playoff. But Jackson said, I'd rather come play for Clemson because they have about 7 or 8 years worth of success. Mitch Hyatt will be back because he does have those stingers. Talking about that Lemons. I'm doing good, Lave Lockhart. How you doing? My Tigers are winning. My kids hadn't killed me today. Had a few ice cold beers last night. Went to church and praised the Lord. I'm in good shape. Our offensive line is going to have to pull it together, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Alabama, and y'all know most Clemson fans have mad respect for Alabama, and most Alabama fans have respect for Clemson. Let's just be honest with ourselves. With that said, they'll point out things about our team, and I'm not talking trash about them, but I'm just going to say this, and I'm not picking at Alabama. Alabama was in Tuscaloosa yesterday. They won 24-0. All right? They were up 21-0 at halftime. Well, Tua's ankle's messed up. Guys, the entire team's not on Tua. There's more players than Tua on Alabama's team. And we hear about them all the time, just like we hear about all the players on Clemson's team. I think what we saw yesterday was Alabama played yet another team who does not have an offense. Well, Nick Fitzgerald is a guy who is big, who can run playing quarterback. And he made some okay throws yesterday. He made a couple of good throws, but overall, you know, it's just another day in the life of Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson. And Alabama didn't have to play anybody that was special yesterday, and they only scored 3 points in the second half. What can we say about Clemson? Where there's a respectful edge here, and I'm not talking trash about Bama, I'm just saying this. Clemson's schedule's not amazing. Duh. Nor is Alabama's. They play in the SEC. What really is the SEC? The SEC East? Aside from Georgia, name me one good team in the SEC East. I'm talking about good. Where they're beating each other up. No, they're not. No, they're not. JC Video, may there. Good to see you. The West. LSU, very close with Arkansas yesterday. Good defense, no offense. Auburn. Is Auburn good? No. A&M, they gave us our best game because of Fisher's deal with Sweeney. And we didn't have our quarterback situation backed up. They played us a good game. It is what it is. I'm just saying that the SEC West is nothing to write home about. Except for Bama. Name the spot. Clemson will go play any of those teams next week. John Reddy, good to see you. I talked to Pigskin Pete yesterday after the show, and I said, I've sat here and I've watched this Alabama game. Yeah, they're talented, but I'm not sitting here shaking in my boots. I'm not. So, I'm not going to sit here and talk trash Alabama. Alabama's talented. I'm just saying, yesterday, a team who has a first-year coach, they have 19 returning starters, they only allowed Alabama 3 points in the second half of the ball game. 3 points. 3 points. I caught crap last week for Clemson running up the score on Louisville from a Bama fan. I was at the game. Clemson was trying not to score, and Louisville was that bad we scored. I'm not kidding. And then taking that from that guy, and this is not all Alabama fans. I got some good Alabama fans on here. I'm saying I'm not going to sit here and listen to this crowd from a team who's averaging 50 and 60 points per week, and we go beat Louisville 77 to something, and now all of a sudden we're running up the scores on these little teams. That's probably one of those rogue Alabama fans who's just an idiot, because we've got some good Alabama fans on here I have a lot of respect for. But I'm just saying, Clemson, Alabama, and then everybody else. And I'm not just saying that to cover my tail. I'm serious. I'm saying the truth. I'm telling you the truth. At the end of the day, it's Alabama and Clemson, and then everybody else. Watching Notre Dame yesterday. Well, their quarterback's hurt. Yeah, and they've been struggling with their good quarterback Ian Book. And by the way, I told a bunch of you that Wimbush is a good athlete, but he's not a quarterback. But well, the coaches say, coaches will lie. Coaches are people too. They'll lie. They'll say anything. You know, it is what it is. Is Michigan really that good? Got a good defense. Sounds like an SEC team to me. You know. But it's going to be Alabama and Clemson. That's going to be the only national championship. I hope they stay 1-2 and they end up meeting in the final game. I believe my Tigers will beat them. Just like Alabama fans should believe that y'all will beat us. That's called respect, but believing in your team. Only if it's realistic. This is realistic. Bama, you can beat us. We can beat you. So, it's mutual respect. Anyway, well, everybody, I am going to close this one down, and then I am going directly. I'm going to upload this to the internet, make sure it's all up. And then I'm going to do a reaction to the Alabama-Mississippi State game. Believe it or not, I have a ton of following. Lemons, you said you believe that Pitt is going to end up playing Clemson. Yeah, I think so too. I love, and I just want to send this shout out before I go to Miami fans. In the offseason, you boys in Florida State talk so much trash to me. T-Mac Rock, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. About to be shutting down real quick, and then I'm upload this, and I'm going to go on and do a reaction to Alabama and Mississippi State. But I just want to say this to all you Noel fans and you fans who talk trash to me. Either A, you argued based off of facts of the past, talking about, teams from, 5, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And then you were stupid enough to talk trash to us about this season. Not only were y'all wrong, you were thinking with your team logo and not your brain. When I say Clemson can play and beat Alabama, it's not because this flag's hanging up there. This flag would be hanging up here back in 1998 when Clemson went 3-8. And I was embarrassed, but I still pulled for them. All right? You got it? You got that? The deal is I'm saying it because we have the talent to do it. Y'all are saying it because y'all got that piece of trash chain down there. So, good for you. The other thing is that Noles fans still think they have the team from Jimbo Fisher. Here's the thing y'all should have done. Y'all should have threatened y'all's AD and your staff, the people who's the board members of the board, within an inch of their life when Jimbo Fisher, who had given you a national championship, said, I want to spend more money, and we're making a ton of money. I want to spend more money on the football program, and y'all go, no. No. Those were the people who should have been gone, not Jimbo Fisher, which it's totally fine he leaves. I love watching Florida State go down the crapper. But if there was people who should have been gone, it wasn't Fisher. It was the people who was making decisions, and now y'all are paying for it. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Y'all talk all the trash you want because y'all can go and enjoy your losing records and your sub-500 records. Have a great time. Us and Bama, we're going to worry about playing in the national championship. But y'all, y'all keep to yourselves. And I hope y'all sit down there and say some hateful things about us, because at the end of the day, Miami, we won't even get our shot at you in the ACC championship. You know why? Because you couldn't make it to Charlotte. Well, this is me being done talking trash. I'm right, you're wrong. Even if you shoot me, the truth still lives on. I'm Bobby Dirkens. Hit that subscribe button. Pass it along. Tiger Nation, good to see you. Good to see y'all. Love you. Y'all pass this along. Tell your moms, your friends, your clergymen, even the person that, the weird person on the side of the road. Don't tell them about this. Leave them alone. You remember, I'm about to do my reaction to Alabama. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Did I say Christian Wilkins that bag of chips? No, I didn't. I didn't. But I'm going to do my reaction to Alabama, Mississippi State. Y'all go on there. Good to see you. Zach Game 72 for life. May there to you. So I'm going to let you go. Y'all be good. And remember, you keep showing up. Lord knows, I'll keep showing out. Bobby Dirkens.